G'day to all my friends and family, and welcome to this episode of Jim's 5am Club. I'm at a place here in the Peloponnese called Heraion, and more specifically, I'm at a place called Heraion. It's very, very rugged here, but its ruggedness, its beauty is absolutely spectacular. And down behind me, I've got a rocky outcrop which I've swum around with my Auntie Anna, my cousin Frida, probably about 6 or 7 years ago. And it looks like the head of Hera. And you can understand that a rocky outcrop like this would have inspired the ancients to use their imagination and say that this place here is indeed the site of quite a significant site, should I say. And look what I've got behind me. I've got some goats on the hill, wild goats. I can't zoom in on them, but you can see them there behind me just walking around and checking me out. But you could imagine 2.5, 3,000 years ago that people who were here would have said that this here is more than just a coincidence to have the head, or what appears to be a head, looking all the way across to Corinth. And Corinth back then would have been a powerhouse. Corinth and Heraion were powerhouse city-states that linked east with west, north with south, pagan with Christian, rich with poor, slave with master, slave with free man. And as I say, it is a special place. And round the corner, and I'll take you there shortly, are some ancient ruins and a temple dedicated to Hera. Let me just walk up the hill here and see if I can see where these goats are going. There are quite a few caves here, as you can see. So in ancient times, people may have actually been living in some of these cave areas, or coming here just to get out of the heat, the wind. And I always love coming here because it just ticks a number of boxes. If you can look behind me here, you can see the ruggedness of this terrain here. And I was up the top there before at the lighthouse, and there was at least 100-metre sheer drop into the ocean, into the sea here at the Corinthian Gulf. And if you look behind me as well, on the other side, I'll zoom in when I've got one of the other lenses on the camera, and you can clearly see the entry to the Corinthian Canal, and it is so clear and it's so big. It is quite impressive indeed. Let me just go up here on the other side and I'll show you the temple of Hera and the ancient port. And as I say to my friends and family, where else in the world can you go and be alone? Be alone, apart from the goats, and to be able to indulge in the silence and the beauty of this part of Greece. And I can see the goats over there on the hill. I'll make my way a little bit closer to them, and that'll give me a vantage point as well to show you this ancient port as well. They're a little bit hard to see. Anyway, behind me is the ancient port of Heraion, where there's a temple dedicated to Hera, and because of the sun there, makes it a little bit more difficult to see those goats. But don't know if you can make them out. There they are on the hill.